6.
The Court of Appeals upheld the State Election Bureau's decision to kick former Detroit Police Chief James Craig off the GOP primary ballot. It's our top story tonight at 6. Thanks for joining us. I'm Lauren Thompson. Sherry is off. Craig was once the frontrunner for the Republican nomination to challenge Governor Gretchen Whitmer. Now, if he even wants a chance to face her in November, he needs the state Supreme Court to step in. Our Capitol correspondent Tim Skubick is here for you tonight with the latest.
Republican candidate for Governor James Craig tried to launch his campaign on Belle Isle last September, but from the opening bell, well, that campaign was troubled. Here, protesters surrounded the podium as Mr. Craig tried to announce, but they blocked him from making that announcement. He quickly found, however, another quieter venue.
My name is James Craig, and I'm running to be your governor.
But little did Mr. Craig know last year when he was interviewed on this Ingham County farm that his campaign would eventually implode, going through 3 campaign managers, raising very little money, and then this. The state appellate court this week has ruled he did not turn in enough 15,000 valid petition signatures to earn a place on the statewide ballot. The court also blocked Perry Johnson, another Republican candidate for governor, from pouring his millions of dollars into the race because he too failed to file enough valid names. This Republican consultant assesses the impact of all this on what's left of the Republican race for governor.
James Craig had the highest name ID in the top standing in the polls, and Perry Johnson had a lot of money. So that's 2 big players taken out. Yeah, I still find it unfathomable how 2 serious candidates were so cavalier about their ballot access.
The courts also tossed out the candidacy of Michael Markey for governor. And candidate Donna Brandenburg is asking the state Supreme Court to put her on the ballot. But the betting money in town is that the state's highest court will not place on the ballot Mr. Craig, Mr. Johnson, Mr. Markey, and Ms. Brandenburg, which leaves candidates Rinke, Dixon, Kelly, Saldano, and Rebant in the Republican primary, August 2. Here for you in Lansing, Tim Skubick, 6 News.
Well, 4 of those 5 remaining Republicans in the race for governor took part in a debate today at the Mackinac Policy Conference. That's an annual political gathering on Mackinac Island. Candidates Tudor Dixon, Ralph Rebant, Kevin Rinke, and Garrett Saldano debated topics from abortion to spending, election integrity, and school safety.
Our schools right now are a soft target. We have to make sure we harden our schools.
The issue is we have taken God out of the culture, we've taken God out of the classroom, and we've taken God out of the courtroom.
I proposed having former military that could volunteer and work in our school system with the state police program.
We don't have a gun problem, we have a mental health crisis. 1-point entry, having teachers be armed if they choose to, and having the yearly training necessary so they're competent to do so.
The 5th GOP candidate, Ryan Kelly, was also invited to the debate. He chose to boycott it, though, over what he calls the left-wing extremist COVID-19 policy at the conference, which requires attendees to provide proof of vaccination or a recent negative test. But those rules, however, did not apply to the debate since it was held outdoors.